Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I have challenged myself to create a collage a day for the entire month of October. And I'm going to be posting them on my Instagram, but I also thought I would, if I'm able to, if I have the time, put a quick video here on YouTube as well of each day's collage. So I probably should have given you guys a little bit more notice, but if you want to play along going forward and you're on Instagram, just post the photo of the collage you create and tag me. I'll put my Instagram handle down below in the description. And I'm going to use the hashtag October collage a day, and I'll put that down below as well. I don't know if anybody else is using that hashtag, but that's the one I'm going to be using. And if you're here on YouTube and you're following along and you're going to film your collages, just use that same hashtag October collage a day and send me a message and let me know so I can find your videos. And if more people participate, I'll create a little playlist at the end of everybody's collages at the end of the month. So most of the videos I will do a quick little intro, and then I'll probably fast forward through the collage making with some enjoyable music soundtrack. For today's video, I kind of want to just give you a little idea of what I'm doing. I am going to be working in my Grimm's Fairy Tales junk journal, and this is from, my gosh, it's probably going on a couple of years now, but Nick the Booksmith had a deserted island challenge where you had a limited number of ingredients that you could use to create a junk journal. And I will link the playlist that she created on her channel of everybody's work, because the ingenuity of what people created and the creativity using limited things was absolutely amazing. So if you're unfamiliar with it, because now it is a while back that it happened, you might enjoy watching the videos. And some of the collages like today's I will create on a page. Some I'll create outside of the journal and put them in, maybe create pockets or something like that. And I was not really going with any kind of a theme, although I feel like I already kind of lean towards something because of the end papers in the book. I did add this. This was not part of my Deserted Island challenge. I did add the seam binding and around the back just to reinforce it a little bit more after the fact. But anyway, the end papers are just beautiful. So I thought we'll try and stick with the Grimm's Fairy Tales. I have the book block from this cover, so we'll use some of the pages from this. There's some weird little illustrations in it too, might use that. But today's theme is Here Be Dragons, and I just printed that onto an end paper of another vintage book, and I grabbed a bunch of little images. Here's a die cut, and this is a vintage music paper, and here's a flashcard, so I'll be using that. And don't judge, I'm a little embarrassed by this. For the month, I'm going to be working out of this bag of images that I have printed, and I would say most are Graphics Fairy. There may be some other shops that I have purchased images from. If I do use different images other than the Graphics Fairy, I will put where I got the images down below in the description of each video. Anyway, so what I'm hoping is, I mean, this is kind of a hoarding problem, but I'm hoping by the end of October, this bag will be half full. See, I'm being positive. Half full bag of images. So I'm going to be working with that. And other than the Grimm's Fairy Tale theme, I'm thinking I want to stick with things that fly, things that have wings, and that kind of, I don't know, idea for each collage will have some little element of something that flies. So we've got a little Shakespearean lady, a couple of landscapes. This is a couple of washies that I printed onto label paper. I've got my glues here, glue stick, art glitter glue. I've got my Fabri-Tac. I've got my scissors and a couple of distress inks. And I think that is it. So I'm just going to pick a page, since a lot of them are empty. Anywho, so I'm going to as I said, fast forward through my little creation here. I really hope you will join along, and this will be fun. This is kind of a just no stress, just relaxing, creating. So I'm going to pick a page and get started. Okay, so I just want to talk about just a few of the things I've just made, little crinkles and wrinkles. I use my scissors along the edges to distress them and inked everything. I will say that going forward I'm going to have something hard, like a a writing board type thing underneath the pages, so it doesn't have so much give when I'm pressing things on. But what I wanted to do was have a little surprise at the end for the Here Be Dragons, which I Googled because I've heard the Here There Be Dragons, and in medieval times when they made maps, they would put a dragon image or a sea monster image or some kind of mythical creature on the map, the uncharted territories of the map, places they didn't know what you would find, to kind of indicate that it was, or it could be, possibly dangerous. So that's where the Here Be Dragons came from. But for our purposes, here is our dragon. I'm going to Distress Ink it. Our first winged creature is a dragonfly, so a dragon of sorts. And so I'm just gonna glue that on. And I used my glue stick for this first one. Depending on going forward, I don't know what glues I will choose, but I think for just papers of different weights, a good glue stick works great. Here he is, and so I just got my little spray bottle of water to clean off the glue as I go, and my trusty rag that is full of Distress Ink and glue. Okay, and let's decide where we're gonna put our dragon. I think something like that. And then of course if you go back and there are spots that are not glued down, just add a little bit more glue. And so I'm not a traditional journaler. I like to make junk journals, but I don't journal. I like to, you know, find a quote or something and create a collage around that. So that may be some of the things that we're going to do for the rest of the month. I'm going to Distress Ink the back of the wings because if it sticks up a little bit, I'm not necessarily gonna glue everything down. We can have a little bit of dimension. Okay, so here we have our first of 31 collages, and the 12 Dancing Princesses. I think that she is probably one of the princesses, but the rebellious one. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you're all doing well, and if you join along with me for the rest of the month, or some days, if you can do one here and there, do a collage, please tag me and let me know. And I will see you back here again tomorrow, everybody. Thank you. Bye.